Alright, welcome back to the house. I'll get to the shop in a second. I am working on the kitchen right now. What I had was a bunch of, I don't know if these are T8s or T12s. I never really did understand the naming convention for light bulbs. I think you can use T8s and T12s, but you can't use T5s and T8s. It's all a blur to me. All I know is I don't like these old fluorescent bulbs. They work pretty well, but anyway, there's new and better stuff. Sorry, Catherine's putting away groceries right now, so you hear some rattling in the background. What I'm doing is I just have temporarily wired up some LED lights in here, and I've got a skylight in the kitchen, so I've taken the skylight out, or the panels, and temporarily wired this in. So those LEDs are not too dissimilar than the ones I have in the shop, other than they're frosted. So, oh, I should turn that back off because I got exposed wires. Hold on. So I'll bring you back when I'm done, but what I have is a couple boxes, old work boxes, or what they're called, and they're designed for things that are already in place. I'm going to put old work boxes in the sides over here, and then wire this up so I can just use a plug and have nice, clean, tidy fittings and everything in there, and everything's nice and cleaned up. So that should look good when it's done. I will, if this makes it to the video, I will bring you back and show you what that looks like later on. But I want to show you what I got for the shop. So the shop doesn't look too much different than it did before because it's still a mess, but I bought something to try to rectify that. Got some cabinets. I think these are pretty tall. Got to be 8 feet tall. They've got a slanted roof section there, so things don't get lost up there and dust doesn't collect. They're all welded. They came out of a car dealership here in town that were there for 40 years, 50 years. And I picked them up from the same guy I bought this other table from, and I haven't got to. But I've got some citrus strip, and I'm gonna maybe pressure wash them and citrus strip them and then paint them. It's probably not all gonna happen today, but hopefully I'll be able to get you a video with these in the shop and looking much better than they look now. So, alright, I want to get to the electrical work. Alright, one side down. Of course I didn't have the right color plate, but this is all going to be behind these barriers here anyway. Now, we've been using my new little vacuum cleaner. It's pretty cool, but this is the one thing that Makita won't tell you. Watch this. That's really annoying. So, of course, that probably doesn't come across on the video very well, but it's a great machine. It really is so far. But that humming is just, you know, ungodly. So how it works is you put your battery right in the top there, and well, it's hard to work one-handed. But anyway, it's 2 gallon, and it seems to be working exactly for what I need it for. Little projects, and I don't have to drag a big shop vac around, which is just a pain. And I'm not like super brand loyal, but I am happy with Makita stuff. This is the regular everyday vacuum that we use. So, and we were using it at first to collect the dust from when I'm cutting out these old work boxes. But anyway, so that's what that's gonna look like in a little bit. So back to work. All right, I got the lights in. I gotta tidy the wires up, and I might have to trim the wires down, but that'll bore you to death while you watch me do that. I've staggered the lights. There's more of a working space on this side than there is on this side, so I've chosen to stagger them, spread the light out a little bit more evenly. I think it's going to be great. The old box I just showed you, this box I sort of over trimmed it, but it still fits in there, so that's novice error, but I think it's going to be real nice. Let me go ahead and tidy the wires up and put the panels back. I should have given you a before with the other lights. Alright, well that might end up concluding this video because it's supposed to rain for the rest of the weekend as I understand it. This is a 13 horsepower Honda that I just put a new carburetor on. It's surging and I'm supposed to get a new fuel filter for it, so hopefully I can get it sorted out, but it does a pretty good job. It's taking out the paint a lot faster than I was with the multi-tool, that 5-in-1 painter's friend, but like I said, with the weather's going to be shot out for the rest of the week, I probably won't be painting, so I'll probably conclude the video here. Alright, it looks like it's shaping up to be a pretty good day. Maybe I can paint this cabinet. Let me show you what I'm using to get the rust off. This is red rust, and it contains fluorosilicic acid and oxalic acid, and I've been putting it on with a little spray bottle, and it seems to work pretty well. Scout Crafter was talking about his 50/50 acetone transmission fluid mix and how it tends to leak out of the containers. I love these spray bottles. These are just outstanding. I have a whole bunch of them and I use them for everything. I haven't tried that mix in here yet, but what I'm doing, I've got this citrus stripped, scraped down with the scraper and then pressure washed, and there's still some little bit of flaky rust or paint on here, but there's also some rust. So what I'll do is I'll go through and hit this with the driveway cleaner. On this section over here, this was horrible before. I'm not going to do that one because it's wet. So we'll just spray it on and walk away. And then it has the side effect of also cleaning my driveway, which has a bunch of rust stains in it, so it works out good. is. There's one of them anyway. And now this will enable me to get my junk off the floor, get my junk onto the shelf, which would, I think, is a step forward in my mind. They're the perfect height. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to maximize the storage that I have in the shop, and I think these are just going to be great. I don't know how I'll put the second one. I might, it'll clear the garage door perfectly. So I might push it down. We'll see how things shake out, but right now I've got some other junk on the ground. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this there. That's I'm real happy with these. I paid $75. I paid $70 a piece for these, and I think it's a deal. You know, at twice the price, it would have been a deal. These are super nice cabinets. I'm happy to have them, and they will last me for the foreseeable future. So anyway, I know this video is a little spastic with all the electrical and stuff, but I want to get some content up on the channel. I've been real busy, and it's hard to, you know, these aren't project-oriented things. These are just sort of task-oriented videos. So again, I'm hoping to get back to the tool stuff one of these days, but I just thought I want to bring you along and show you what I've been up to. So thanks again. Have a good weekend.